It's been a good few weeks since we've last sat here and done one of our Chippie Chats. So we haven't actually sort of scripted anything now. We just want to talk about what we've been up to and what we're going to be doing as well going forward. So I'm joined again by Ed. Everyone knows Ed now, of course. Say hello, Ed.
Hello. It's been a while, and I thought we'd do a little catch up.
Yeah, because lots of people ask. They sort of say, "Oh, when are you going to do your next Chippie Chat?" So thanks so much if you show interest in this. I know it doesn't appeal to everyone who may come to the channel and look at what we get up to, but there's a hell of a lot of carpenters, joiners, really keen DIYers, maybe amateur property developers, homeowners that really are interested in anything there is to do about building. And I think since we've been doing here at the Big Build, the whole thing has captured quite a lot of people's imagination because of the fact that it's an extension, it's a loft conversion, it's on someone's home, it's not sort of like a commercial build and all the rest of it. So we've been super busy getting through everything, and trying to get to this point so we can finish this job and move on to the next one. So Ed will tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing after this one.
So after this job, we've got a really exciting project. We are doing the ultimate garden room. I think we're calling that as the phrase for the build.
Yeah.
So from the big build to the ultimate garden room, and that's pretty special. I'm super excited about that. We've got lots of exciting things happening there.
Yeah, and it's a strange one because it's halfway through construction. The original construction was sort of featured. We've got some of that footage which we might try and roll in. But the building is at the stage of first fix, which means we're going to go in and we're going to do all the sort of electrical, the plumbing. We won't be shooting too much of that because it's not that interesting to me, I don't think. But then we're going to be doing some amazing joinery. We've got some lovely floor finishes. We've got sort of like an indoor pool as well, which will be really quite nice, with a swim jet that actually swim against. You can kayak against it, canoe against it. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
It's going to be good. Awesome.
And it's been a long time coming because of the sort of restrictions with the lockdowns, availability of materials. I literally put this job on the back burner. There was too many things that I needed there that were either hard to get hold of, ridiculously expensive, or just simply unavailable. So it's going to be really quite good. Ed's coming on. You're doing quite well, aren't you? 1 year you've been with me.
Yeah, nearly. Well, it's May now, so it marks a year pretty much since my starting date.
So what is there one thing that sticks out to you that you've picked up or learned along the way?
Just as well as all the carpentry skills, is planning. The importance of planning. It's imperative, especially now with everything the way it is. Materials, heat pumps. My God, that heat pump! We had so many issues actually getting it here. So pre-planning and communication with other trades as well. I think that's vital, and I've learned that is as important as the work you put out.
Yeah, it's good that you've had time to think that and understand that. I appreciate that, because you mentioned the heat pump. So here at the Big Build, we are using a heat pump. If you've watched all of the videos of how we've constructed this building, yes, it was a really old dwelling, but we've pimped it and we've brought it into the 22nd century. I mean, it's going to be like nothing else. The insulation was done super good with all the Gapo tapes. We've been really careful about making sure the ventilation and the insulation is just right. So the heat pump was a problem and it did hold a lot of things up, but that's in. It's going to be commissioned next week, which means as it's our first install, the suppliers, commissioners, they come in and they take us all through the process. It's a little bit like training on the job. Now, I'm not personally going to be involved with that, so Gary Ed will probably have a look at it because he likes that sort of stuff. What about all of the other things, carpentry? What have we been doing carpentry-wise in the last few weeks?
In the last few weeks, lots of scribing techniques. If you can see just over my shoulder, is we have one finished shower, well, not finished shower, but nearly finished shower out the glass. And one of my jobs that you set me to was scribing that in to the apex and making sure it was with the reveals. So that was you entrusted me with that. They're not cheap, those sheets.
Yeah.
They're laminate ply.
I did one of those. All right, this afternoon I've got to go. This afternoon, I'll try that. Put that ply in there. It's one of these like really nice veneered laminate plywoods for the bathroom. And done a good job. It's really nice. The tolerances are great. Just a little sealant joint around the top once the decorator's finished, and it'll be fine. Now, I've also been out and about. I've met lots of people. I've been to the Building Crafts College in London and seen the amazing work that they do there. From site carpentry to bench joinery to fine woodworking and stonemasonry. They also have a multi-trade set up there, and it was really quite refreshing to see the standard of work that these colleges, especially this particular college, is pushing. And it's right in Stratford, it's right in the East End of London, where the skills need to be as well. So it was really good going there. Ed's sort of been holding the fort while I've been away. But tell them a little bit about where we're going to. Where did we go? We went to a show, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to...
what was it called? Future?
No, that Future Build was the one we went to before. We went to UK Construction Week.
UK Construction Week, yeah.
And we were there, we were looking around, and we saw a stand, and the stand was for... it was by A&E, and it's for Building Careers Live, which is a show they are hosting in July.
Yeah.
So we met with Tony. It was the first time we both met him. It's weird, you think you know someone, well, it's like you know them because you've seen them online and you talk to them on Instagram and you have chats, and then you meet them and it's like you've known them forever. So no, it was really good to meet Tony and Elwood.
Elwood, yeah. So Build with A&E are also, I know that some of you viewers watch that because it says in the corner of my analytics, your viewers also watch Build with A&E. And as Ed's saying, Tony is like the figurehead, and he's basically gone out of his way to form this new innovative, it's almost like selling the construction industry to people who want to come into it. You know, it's going to be fantastic. I can't be there, unfortunately. You're going to go?
I'm going to go, yeah.
Ed's going to go on my
representing
behalf.
Team Clevett.
Yeah, so that'd be good. It's a shame I can't go, but I'll be sunning myself somewhere really hot. And, well, yeah, there you go. I need a holiday. Everyone needs a holiday. It's been too long. But we also are going to Germany, to Dach Holz. Now, I did mention this previously in the community section of the YouTube channel. I've also mentioned it on Instagram, on my Instagram. And basically, it's called Roof and Wood. It's like a carpentry show which heavily emphasises heavy timber construction, roof construction, all of the tools you can ever imagine, and stuff that you could never ever imagine when it existed. I mean, it's just a mind-blowing place. So it's still time to get tickets and go. And if you do go, we'll see you there. There's quite a few of us going. And we've also got Connor from Diamondback, the tool belt company. He's going to fly over from America, hook up with us guys, and we're going to go around and meet some of our German and European counterparts, some of which we're kind of in loose contact with via the social medias. So that should be a really good couple of days. So check it out. It's between the 5th and 8th of July. It's in, where are we going? Cologne. It's in Cologne. So it's a simple place to get to. You can even drive it if you fancied a nice long drive. So yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Now let's talk a little bit about the channel, because I give everything away on the channel. So I do all my videos. I don't have a membership type feature on the channel. I have just introduced, because everyone's been able to do it, a thing called Super Thanks, and one person has thanked me, which is really nice. So I have one person who appreciates the odd thing that I put out there. But what that basically means is that when you comment, you can kind of highlight your comment by making a small donation to the channel, which helps us do things like this, sit down, get a camera out, chat to you, or film what we're doing, because it does make the work take longer. People say to me, you'd never earn any money if you was on site on a price and all the rest of it. I've done that, I've been there, done that, I don't need to do that anymore. I'm here to enjoy what I do, share my knowledge with the rest of us, help people like Ed get on in life and become an amazing tradesman that he is. So if you want to do the super thanks, that's also great. And also thanks to the people who have been buying me a coffee, which is amazing as well, because there's a link in the description. They buy me a coffee, and again, that money goes back in. I might be needing to buy microphones or a new camera or something like that. So yeah, thanks in advance for anyone.
And a good example of that is we've got a video coming up soon of when we made the ovulos in the green oak.
Yeah.
And we cut them all by hand. There's a thing on my Instagram, you want a sneak peek of it. But we cut them all by hand, and you showed me the traditional way to do it. I mean, there's loads of ways to do it. You've done it with routers before. But to film that video, it took time and for you to show me and to make something of it. And that is actually probably one of my favourite things so far we've done in terms of carpentry. It's cutting an ovolo into oak. It was absolutely one of my favourite things. This is it, the first ovolo of my career as a carpenter.
I mean, it's pretty good going.
How's it look?
Yeah, perfect.
Just to make that sort of video, we're not videographers. We know we're chippies on site, so we had 3 cameras. I think we had 3 cameras. Your camera was going, my camera was going, and we had a proper camera going. And then we've got probably 30 clips of footage, which have got to be then downloaded, uploaded. Then I'll send them off to Joe, who helps me kindly, who's editing stuff for me now because I'm just not equipped with enough time to do it. And obviously that has a cost and everything else. So by the time that video hits the ground and people start criticising and saying what a load of rubbish it is, and that in fact you'd never earn any money if you was out on site, it's because we're doing it for the good of the trade. We are doing it for the good of the trade. So I think that if you do say thanks and buy us a coffee and all the rest of it, it's super appreciated. The longer that goes on for, the less chance there is that I might one day get up and think, actually, I'm just going to make my whole YouTube members only because I'm much better off with 100 people subscribing to me for a tenner a month than I am trying to make money out of the Google ads and all that sort of stuff. So that's a little bit about the channel. What else we got going on? We've got loads of tool companies that we're working with, haven't we? We've got just like nearly all the tool companies, and it's been quite amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah, very lucky, very lucky.
What we need to do is up our game and work with other brands where they struggle to get out there. Maybe sort of like some of these niche materials brands, a bit like Gapper Tape, really.
Yeah.
You know, that partnership that we've got with them has proved to be great in terms of what we've been able to learn, what we've been able to improve on site, and basically taking up in the game for the whole industry.
Pioneering new things. And
Yeah, I think.
the
But
way to go.
equally, tell us in the comments what you think would be a good thing for us to do going forward. Should we film Germany? Shall we go there with cameras and try to do stuff? Shall we do it live from Germany? Would live video on this channel, for example, when we're on the Ultimate Garden Room, we've got a really good internet connection there. Would you like the odd live piece? If we were actually doing a job, would you like us to film live? You know, how best should we go about that?
Live stream, not even just YouTube, Instagram or TikTok or something like that. You know, you're now on TikTok a lot more now. That pushing that. That's a new platform to us, so we're just working that out.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I mean, it's incredible, isn't it? All of these things all sort of mull into one, don't they? You know? Anyway, so what else you got to add before we wrap this Chippie Chat up? What else you got to add?
Got me on the spot here.
What
else have I got to add?
Is there anything that you want to say or get across or ask the audience that are watching? Let me think.
Let me think indeed.
Ed's been into the radio show with me, did a couple of shows. If you haven't listened to them, they're on podcast, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all on podcast form now. And the radio station's doing really well. They've just gone nationwide DAB, so that's really cool. We've had a lot of trips to London.
Yeah, we did. I've been at parties and all sorts, and it's been mind blowing. But there you go, it's all good fun. Anyway, you said enough. You had enough.
Oh yeah, I think
It's
I
your
said
last
enough. You caught me off guard. So a non-scripted version is quite brief for me.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Anyway, in the comments, please give us any ideas or things that you think we should or shouldn't do on the channel. What you like or dislike. And
I think that's really helpful if you just say what you like, and if there's a certain social media platform you favour and think you want more of, or we should try another different social media platform. You know, we're all ears. We want to know what you want. You know,
let us know. And thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you very much.